What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some of the reasoning behind my ultimate armors. Specifically, Auto Potion and Auto Protect. Basically, the reasoning for that is... well, I guess I should start from the top. So, let's see, what does Auto Potion do? Basically, whenever you get down into the yellow health range, which I guess is below 50%, it automatically uses a potion on you. And it starts off with the lowest level potion that you have. So if you have a normal potion, it'll use that. If you have a high potion, it'll use that. If you have an X potion, it'll use an X potion. And X potions, it says fully restores HP of one character. But the fact of the matter is, it restores 9,999 HP. If you have more than that, by whatever means, it will not restore more health than that. So, what do I mean by if you have more health than that? Well, you may have noticed in the past that there are certain abilities. For example, Break MP Limit allows max MP to exceed 999. There's also Break HP Limit, which allows you to get up to 99,999 HP. You would think that would be a no-brainer to put on the ultimate armor, so to speak. But the fact of the matter is, Break HP Limit is actually not a good thing. And it all comes back to Auto Potion. See, the reasoning is, with Auto Potion and X Potions, if you sell all of your normal potions and your high potions, so you're going to use an X Potion every time, with Auto Potion, you're basically guaranteed that you're either going to be anywhere from 5,000 to full health. And if you have more than 9,999 health, like say you had 30,000 health, then a lot more of the time you're going to be in a low health state. Whereas, you know, if you keep your maximum health at 9,999, then you're going to be constantly healthy, which is particularly important with these three characters because of the damage modifier based on their health on their celestial weapons. So, X potions are kind of hard to come by, you might think. And you wouldn't necessarily be wrong, because you can't buy them anywhere. You can get a lot of them throughout the game, but using X potions constantly can really run your stock dry. So the best way to get X potions is to fight Valahalla, which is this thingy that you can find in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. So you fight it and bribe it for 174,000 gil. Which is kind of expensive, but it's a good price to pay. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And for 174,000 you get about 60 X potions, which should last you a good amount of time. So that's how you handle that. The other thing on that topic that I want to mention is that there is another ability, where is it? Auto Regen. That is... there's conflicting opinions about it. The fact of the matter is, regen is... it's useful, but it's not the best, it's not the best healing ability ever. Because the amount that it heals is actually kinda low. I mean, X potions and Auto Potion can keep you topped up consistently without having to wait. Whereas Auto Regen, the amount that it heals is kinda low. And you have to wait for your turn to actually come around and stuff like that. But there are situations where Auto Regen can be useful. So let me talk a little bit about that. The way regen works is it heals, the amount that heals is determined by how much maximum health you have. So if for whatever reason you do opt to go for an armor that has break HP limit, at a certain amount of health, auto regen actually becomes much better than auto potion. But that's basically only if you have 99,999 health, which is not something that we're going to be doing. If you do opt to do that, auto regen is better. If you don't, auto potion is better. Now the other thing I want to talk about is auto protect. And the reason that's on my armor is basically for that 4th slot there isn't a whole lot that you can put that's super amazing. The important things are auto phoenix and auto protect, and auto potion can be very handy. But auto protect is nice because for the monsters that I'm going to be facing from here on out, they have very high physical attack, and a lot of the abilities out there that are dangerous to me are abilities that can be reduced by protect. So protect is handy. There's an argument to be made for auto shell, because there's a lot of dangerous magic attacks out there as well, but the fact of the matter is, if you're properly prepared, if your stats are properly in place, which mine aren't yet, I mean, I'm getting there. I mean, give you a look at what the sphere grids are looking at like these days. I'm not at the point where I can handle everything yet, obviously, but the fact of the matter is that if you properly prepare, you should never need more than 9,999 health, and you should never need auto shell. And auto protect is just more handy in a higher kind of percentage of situations. At least if you combine it with auto phoenix and auto potion, then you should be able to handle pretty much everything if you do it right. So now I got a bit of extra time. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to demonstrate what I need to get the triple overdrive ability on my leveling up weapons. So the item that we need to customize that ability are called Wings to Discovery, and you'll probably notice that we have not actually gotten a single one of those so far. You can get 30 of those from the Chocobo race in Remium Temple if you manage to get 3 chests, which that's very handy. That can save you a lot of money. I haven't done that yet, but I will probably go do that at some point off screen. But that's only 30 of them, and we need 150 of them. So what's the best way to get those? Well, unfortunately, there really isn't a very good way of doing it. The most effective way is with Malboros. You can bribe them for Wings to Discovery. So, I think he's a bribe. Yeah. So, I want to bribe this guy for 540,000 gil. Okay, let's try and bribe him. Okay, if it fails, you can bribe him for just a few gil because it's cumulative. That's like I bribed him for 540,000 and then I bribed him for one more, so it's as if I bribed him for 540,001 gil. So yeah, and that gets me 2 Wings to Discovery. Well, the average is that it gets you 4. So let's see here. You can see that that gives us triple overdrive. Oh no, triple AP. And you might think that 2 is not a whole lot. Neither is 4. And you'd be right. And there is another creature that you can bribe Wings to Discovery from. You can bribe them from their more powerful cousin, the Great Malboro. But the thing is, bribing from them, you get an average of 8 wings to discovery, which is twice as many as from a normal Malboro, where you would normally get 4. But the thing is, to bribe a Great Malboro, it costs how much? 1,280,000. If you recall, bribing a normal Malboro costs 540,000. So do the math. That's twice as many wings to discovery for twice as much of 580,000 would be 108,000. Sorry, I'm failing at math right now. So basically, long story short, it's twice as many wings to discovery for more than twice as much gil. So it's faster if you have the money, but if you don't, then it's much less gil efficient. And if you haven't guessed by now, this is like 99.9% of the reason I need gil. Other than this, I mean, the only other things you need gil for are... There's a couple other things that you can get from bribe. I showed several episodes ago bribing for Mega Phoenixes, and I showed earlier bribing to get to refill your stock of X potions. But neither of those are, you know, as demanding on the wallet, so to speak. So a lot of what I have left to do is getting the money that I need to bribe, and then bribing the wings to discovery. And a lot of people would say that this is a bit of overkill, and they would probably be right. You don't really need triple AP. You can go with double AP, which costs 20 Mega Elixirs. And double AP would work quite well. But I figure I should at least show you how to get triple AP, and I don't know, I just feel like doing it the most efficient way possible. I mean, this might not be the most efficient way possible. I mean, in the long run, I wouldn't actually be surprised if I end up spending more time working on getting the triple AP than it would save me time in extra grinding. But, you know, whatever. Semantics. So, anyways, now you have an idea of what I'm going to be spending my time doing. So, I will see you later on Let's Play Final Fantasy X.